Every single day, there is a silent, high stakes battle being fought inside your head. It's a conflict that literally determines everything from how focused you are during that morning meeting to the exact moment your head finally hits the pillow at night. So let's dive into the fascinating neuroscience of how you wake up and fall asleep.
It kind of feels like a simple fade to black, right? But it is anything but simple. That transition is actually this incredible coordinated shutdown sequence. So, what's really happening in there? Who's pulling the strings in your brain to make it all happen? Well, the best way to think about it is to imagine two opposing teams inside your brain. It's a constant tug of war. On one side, you've got Team Wake. This is a powerful network, and its whole job is to keep you alert, conscious, and ready to deal with the world. And on the other side, you've got Team Sleep, whose entire mission is to shut the whole system down so you can rest and recover. Pretty much every moment of your day is decided by which one of these teams has the upper hand. All right, so let's start with the daytime champion, Team Wake. And this isn't just some random collection of brain cells. Oh no, it's a highly organized activation system with a really clear chain of command. The general of Team Wake is this structure called the Ascending Reticular Activating System, or ARAS for short. You can think of it as the brain's main power station. It sends this constant stream of wake-up signals from the brainstem all the way up to your cortex. That's the thinking part of your brain. When the ARS is firing on all cylinders, you feel switched on, you feel alert. Now, any good team has its star players, and Team Wake is absolutely stacked. First up, you've got acetylcholine, the promoter. This guy is cranking up the frequency of your brainwaves to get you to peak alertness. Then there's histamine, the vigilance guard. And you know this one. If you've ever taken an old-school allergy pill and felt super drowsy, it's because it blocked this guy. And finally, there's orexin, the team stability coach, making sure you stay awake in these long, solid chunks of time, not just drifting off every few minutes. And this is what makes the system so resilient. All the players on Team Wake are interconnected, and they're constantly hyping each other up. This creates this incredible redundancy. It's why losing just one of these systems doesn't usually cause a total collapse into sleep. The others can just step in and pick up the slack. It's a really robust design for a very, very important job, keeping you alive and aware. But, of course, Team Wake can't stay on top forever. As the day wears on, the opposition starts to gain some serious strength. So let's head over to the other side of the field and meet Team Sleep, the shutdown crew. Now, unlike the big, sprawling network of Team Wake, Team Sleep has a very clear headquarters. This tiny little cluster of neurons in the hypothalamus, called the ventral lateral preoptic nucleus, or VLPO. Don't worry about the name. Just think of the VLPO as the master sleep switch. It might be small, but its influence is absolutely immense. So here's the crucial point. The VLPO doesn't just, wait around for Team Wake to get tired. No, it actively attacks it. It floods that wake-up engine, the ARS, with inhibitory signals. It mainly uses a neurotransmitter called GABA, which is basically a power-down command for your neurons. The VLPO's job is to silence Team Wake. And this sets up the ultimate showdown, right? We have one system trying to keep the brain on and another actively trying to turn it off. So how does the brain decide who wins? How does that switch actually flip? Well, your brain is smart. It knows that a slow, gradual transition, kind of like a dimmer switch, would be a disaster. Can you imagine? You'd spend hours in this groggy, useless, in-between state. Instead, it uses something much more decisive, a flip-flop switch. This makes sure the transition from being awake to being asleep is as quick and complete as possible. This whole flip-flop model is built on a really simple, elegant idea: mutual inhibition. It's not just that the VLPO, Team Sleep, inhibits the wake system. The wake system also inhibits the VLPO. So when Team Wake is on, it's actively pushing down and suppressing Team Sleep. And when Team Sleep finally takes over, it powerfully shoves Team Wake down. They can't both be active at the same time. It's one or the other. Okay, let's walk through it. While you're awake, Team Wake is dominant. It's holding Team Sleep down. But all day long, sleep pressure, driven by chemicals like adenosine, is building up. Think of it like a weight being slowly added to Team Wake's side of the scale. Eventually, that pressure weakens Team Wake just enough, and bam, the switch flips. Suddenly, Team Sleep surges into action, powerfully silencing all the wake systems, and now it's the one holding Team Wake down for the count. And this is where our stability coach, orexin, comes back into the picture. Orexin's main job is to add extra support to Team Wake, basically reinforcing the on state and preventing that switch from flipping by accident during the day. This is exactly why a loss of these orexin neurons leads to narcolepsy. It's a condition where that flip-flop switch becomes super unstable and can flip you into sleep or even muscle paralysis at totally the wrong times. So, look, this nightly battle isn't just some cool piece of neuroscience trivia. It's absolutely fundamental to our existence because it allows the brain to cleanly separate three totally distinct states of being, and each one has a vital purpose. Just check out this breakdown. You've got wakefulness, which is for interacting with the world. You see fast brain waves, high muscle tone. Then you flip into non-REM sleep with those big, slow delta waves. That's where your brain is conserving energy and consolidating memories. And finally, you get to REM sleep, where your brain waves look almost like you're awake, but your body is completely paralyzed. This state is crucial for processing emotions and, of course, for dreaming. That flip-flop switch is what makes all of this possible. By creating these clean, stable states, it allows your brain to fully dedicate itself to these very different, very critical jobs. Without that sharp separation, none of these functions could be performed properly. And yet, for all we've learned about the how, the ultimate why is still partly shrouded in mystery. As the researchers behind our source material put it, the fundamental purpose of sleep is still one of the greatest unsolved questions in all of biology. We know the players, we know the rules of the game, but what the grand prize is, well, that's still being debated. But knowing the battle plan gives you an advantage. Every decision you make, from that late afternoon coffee that blocks adenosine to your evening wind-down routine that gives team sleep a helping hand, is a move in this game. So the real question is, now that you know what's going on, how are you going to help the right team win tonight?